What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Friday night. We are here for you, the fan. It is Fan Friday, so all of your questions, comments, we'll be recapping what's been going down throughout the week, whether it be a rumor or whatever's going on. I will talk about all that, but whatever's on your mind, let me hear it tonight. Hope you're all having yourselves a great week. It's definitely been a long one for me, and just got done. I told you I was going to do some night mowing tonight, and luckily, I mean, the sun was out pretty much the whole time. Well, not really luckily, it sucked, but I'm here. I'm home. Beat Street McGee, but ready to talk some birds with you. So let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this later, feel free to chime in. You have any questions or comments about stuff that happened this week, feel free to let me know. Go check out the older videos, whatever's on your mind. But those of you tuning in live, appreciate the hell out of you. Let's get it started. My man Drew in here. Let's go. All is well. Definitely pretty beat, but hope you and the family are doing well. Appreciate you tuning in, my man. And let's get this bad boy started. Fan Friday, man. So whatever's on your mind, let's hear it. My man Sean, let's go. But look, we've got a couple rumors that we've talked about today and yesterday. I went over all of those things. We talked about DeAndre Hopkins, obviously the soon-to-be 31-year-old wide receiver just released today by the Cardinals. We talked about having cap space, but do the Eagles actually want to go after someone like him? Look, for me, I think that DeAndre Hopkins is still one of the best, but you got to look at what we already have here, and is he really going to be, a number 3 option, number 2? I just really don't know, and we talked about Devontae Smith, paying him next year, so one of the names also is Julio Jones. We talked about him. So maybe he, last year he signed 1 year, $6 million deal. I think he got some guaranteed money where his cap hit was only around like 3-4 mil, something like that. So whatever it may be, I think if you want to add there, you can. I'm excited to see Quez and Olamide battling it out, and a lot of those undrafted kids and some of the guys we had last year here as well. So, hey, we shall see what these guys want to throw down. And, to me, I think that, I like where this roster's at, but it's Howie Roseman here, man. So we could add anywhere. And you saw DJ Fluker was also working out with the Eagles. And look, another veteran player that if the Eagles want to add depth to the offensive line, I think that I'm definitely okay with. But, honestly, I think that the wide receiver one, I understand it. It's the off season. People want to get excited about stuff. And dude, the offense would be nuts with DeAndre Hopkins. But I think he would rather be a star somewhere. And there's definitely some teams that could use him. Fluker, on the other hand, I think, he has a lot to prove. Hasn't really played in a couple years, and his last meaningful snaps were in 2020. So I think he's got a lot to prove. If it were to go well, he probably would be signed here this weekend or Monday, and OTAs begin on Tuesday. So I'll be breaking all that stuff down. We'll look at the roster. I'm going to try, I think, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. And then Monday, we'll have some battle stuff, all that. But I'll get you ready for all that's going down, and talked about what we have at receiver and offensive line in those videos. So if you missed those this week, go check them out. Talked about some ways the Eagles can save cap space. And, there's definitely, we've got a lot, so you don't need to do that. But we talk about, if something were to happen, you might want to clear up a little bit more, because the cap, obviously, once it hits week 1, it's not just the top 51 anymore. It is all 53 players. If anyone's on IR, the practice squad people. So you got to take all of that into account. So we'll see, but we still got $13.45 million effing dollars in cap space. So let's go. I thought I do have that. I thought I had it somewhere, and here it is. So look, we've got ourselves some money. You see all of the moves throughout the offseason, all of the notable cap hits here, the restructures, extensions, the re-signings, anyone that was signed to the team, the draft picks that actually go against the cap right now. And once this stuff changes, and once, Kaylee Ringo and guys like that, they will affect the cap once they make the team. So look, I will keep you up to date with all that. But right now, this is the money that we are playing with. So look, the Eagles definitely have the money. And, we have the future cap space. We've talked about that. And I try to keep you up to date with all this money so that if the Eagles want to do something, they will definitely go do that. And yeah, so go check those videos out from throughout the week because look, a lot of information out there. And, we talk about what the Eagles could possibly do to improve this roster. I think these OTAs are going to be a big help because you want to see what you've got, where you feel comfortable with. Why not see the guys you've drafted, the undrafted kids you've brought in? So we'll do that. And then I think, you see that next wave of signing people, stuff like that. And I brought up, the other day, whenever the hell it was, about, we didn't trade for CJ Gardner-Johnson until August 30th of last season. So I think that for me, that's very telling as to it's be patient. And we talked about this last year, it's a long process and we'll build this team. We'll see where we think we need someone. And look at safety. We got Sidney Brown. We've got Nakobe Dean at linebacker and brought in Morrow. You have Terrell Edmonds. So both those positions, maybe they want to see how they look and then some of the competition behind them before they go ahead and trade for someone or whatever their game plan is. But we talked about that. And I know the defense, there's a lot of, questions going on. And I had a show this week, breaking down just like we did last couple of years here, looking at what this defense looks like. And, this was the base that, you're familiar with, but we talk about, is it more of a 5-2? And really what it becomes is it 4-3 under, 4-3 over, really depending on where you're putting these guys. But go check that video out, breaking down where, the versatility of some of these players, where they can fit in, where they go. Also broke down a lot of, the gaps and techniques, just getting you guys familiar with what's going on, what the hell I'm talking about when I say some of these things. So just, go check that one out if you want that in-depth stuff. And then, a little rundown of those cover schemes that, we're always talking about. And then, of course, 6, 8, and 9, a lot of the time has been the discussion here the last, month or so. And I think that, there's a lot to, break down there. So go check that video out. Don't want to spend too much time here, but look, a lot of excitement for me about this defense, the offense. So I don't know that I even, need to add anyone where I'm going to feel like, oh God, this team's not going to be good because, looking at this depth chart here, you see that on offense, the right guard battle, that's going to be intriguing. Juergens and Steen and Opeta, everybody's going to be battling it out there. But beyond that, dude, holy hell, just going to be another one of the best offenses in the league. Jalen Hurts is only going to get better. So I'm very excited about this offense. Then you talk about the defensive side of the ball. Oh, my God. It's going to be very fun to watch. And I think that, when you're looking at this team, I think they are once again stacked. I know we lost some pieces, but I feel very comfortable and talked about Sidney Brown. I think he's going to be a starter here. And I think that, how much I wanted him in this draft. So I think the excitement's through the roof. Linebacker, I totally get it. You want to add maybe a Patrick Queen. I'm totally for it, man. And, if you do want Budda Baker, allow the younger guys like Blankenship and Brown to learn. Okay. Whatever the Eagles feel they need to do, I trust in Howie, Sirianni, and the guys. So let's effing go. Now, we've talked about the return game. And at punt returner, I like Covey. And I think if we block better, I think things will be okay there. But at kick returner, Boston Scott, I like Boston, but not so much as the kick returner. I think we could definitely upgrade there. But, they're changing rules now. So you can fair catch it and it goes to the 25. And, I think that they're taken away from the game. I'm not a big fan of that stuff, but it's still kind of part of the game. So I wouldn't mind an upgrade there. Got some competition, but we'll see how the Eagles decide to really, have things go in the offseason, who they have returning the ball, doing things like that. So excited for these OTAs and all of the rest of these off-season activities. So let's effing go. But Howie must sign him. Yo, William, my man, hope you're doing well. Appreciate you tuning in. I don't know who you mean, but no doubt. Let's go. Appreciate you, my dude, Justin, in here. Let's ride, my man. And, just trying to drop the knowledge on you, but these shows right here, this is just whatever's on your mind. So I'll try to drop knowledge. But again, I was just out in the sun beating down on me, and I'm a beat old man. But, dude, appreciate you tuning in, and anything that's on your mind, let me hear it. But really can't thank you guys enough for taking the time this weekend Still seems a long way to go. Oh, it is. And that drives me insane. But look, we're going to talk about all these things. I'm going to break down as many effing things as I possibly can every damn day that I can throughout this all season. I will try to get you through for you sickos ready for sicko season. That's right. It doesn't stop. It never does. And I don't plan to anytime soon. So let's keep riding through it. It's going to be tough. I'm with you, but we'll get through it together. Look, and hey, Tiffany, it is my pleasure to do that, trying to do my best to get what I can to you guys. And if I ever hear any rumblings, anything like that, I'll let you know. But right now, I think we're going to see what we've got from these guys in the OTAs. And maybe we sign a Fluker or bring one of these guys in before OTAs. But hey, maybe you want to see that stuff first. Then you go from there. But yeah, I like the linebacker. I've talked about that plenty of times. I like safety. So I understand why people want the upgrade, and I'm not against it at all. So, hey, look, do not misconstrue what I'm saying. I just think that I feel very comfortable with this roster, and I still think we're going to win a Super Bowl with this roster the way it is right now. Kick return becoming almost null and void. Yeah, no doubt. And I think, again, a guy like Boston Scott, you can use there. So maybe they just feel comfortable there. But to me, I guess you don't have to go out of your way to get one. But Dean must get his chance. Well, he'll be the lead linebacker there. So, he wasn't going to start over White or Edwards. I know a lot of Cowboys fans say that Dean couldn't even start, but I know they don't understand that both those guys were playing at Pro Bowl level. So we were good. It was great that Dean got to learn, and I'm very excited for him. College rule for kickoff. Yeah, man, it's weird. I don't know why they want to change stuff. So making it safer, but they're not, because they do whatever, man. Sun's beating down here, dude. It was only like mid 70s, but of course, I did it in the heat of the moment with the sun beating right down on me. I'm like, you son of a... And I had to go do the entire shop's back, like my girlfriend's shop. I do the lawn, and then got to weed whack the whole thing. So I'm actually getting way quicker at it because I've got the method down how I want to do it. And I got through it today, and I was like, I'm getting back. Fan Friday. Then I'm going to go sit in the shower and probably just drift off to Neverland. But let's effing go, birds. Appreciate you tuning in, my man Luffy. Hope you are doing well. Hope your father is doing well. Hope you and the family are having a great weekend. Hope everybody out there is ready for a fantastic weekend. Hope you're having great plans or just chilling, doing whatever for Memorial Day. And then, of course, hopefully you have off on Monday. If you're the GM of the Eagles right now, would you sign D-Hop? No, I would not. And, again, I would be excited to have him, but that would have to be a position where he would be willing to do what Julio did last year, take a 1-year, $6 million deal. He's not going to do that, and he doesn't need to because he's still one of the best receivers in the game. He's going to turn 31 on June 6th here, but I think he's still one of the best receivers in the game. He deserves to get money somewhere, be the top option. Not so sure you want to be third fiddle. And, you could make it work. He got added to the Bucs last year, who had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, but only played 9 games there. And I think that for me, Hopkins, I love him. I think we're good right now. And I think that you could spend that money elsewhere. But if you're not going to, you want that money. Now, you can carry that money over. The money will be less because of the people that make the roster, all that great stuff. But I think for me, now I don't know I want to put myself in that situation because you might have to do something where you add those dummy years and then you're getting hit down the road. But it's like, look, if you want to go for a Super Bowl right now, you add him. I'm not going to be like, oh, what are you doing? I'll just be like, whatever, dude. We've got the money. Why the hell not? It's a luxury move, as they were saying about Julio Jones yesterday. Well, that would be quite the luxury. But I don't know why the hell. I get he would want a Super Bowl, but man, you would have to take quite a pay cut to come here probably. And you could pay him if you want to give all your money and make some other moves, trade some people, do some things. Okay. I would not be against it. I just don't think that we need to do something like that right now. And I get it. I trust me. I understand the excitement. So look, and I'm glad to hear that, my man. And I am having a great week. And I'm ready to see the family this weekend, celebrate the holiday. And we're going to talk some birds there, of course. And I'll be chopping it up. But hopefully you guys are in for a fun weekend here. I'm going to have to cut this off in a couple minutes here. I still have some stuff to do at the house, and it is just, I got to get a shower. My brain is fried completely. But if you guys have any final thoughts you want to talk about, I think I recapped everything we talked about this week, right? Julio and Hopkins and Fluker. We talked about the defense. You guys got the updated cap space. So hopefully, 7.5 weeks. God help us all. But look, I'll be doing everything I possibly can each and every day throughout those 7.5 weeks to get you guys through this damn off season and keep you excited for this Super Bowl run. Let's effing go. I'm excited. I'm not going to lie to you. I think this season is going to be a fun one, and I know that you're all aboard with me, and we've talked about this. This is much nicer of an off season than it's been the last few years, and I get it, man. I understand the pessimism. I didn't understand the pessimism toward Hurts, but look, Howie, Hurts, Sirianni, we could trust in these guys, and I really think that this team is heading toward a direction when they're building something that I like to call a dynasty. So let's strap in, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to take over the NFL for the long haul. And with the best GM, one of the best coaches, one of the best quarterbacks, and then you talk about the best offensive line, one of the best wide receiver duos. It's going to be one of the best defenses. Oh, yeah. I'm talking dynasty. That's right. And I'll keep repeating myself. I don't give a damn. You know how I feel about this team. And, the NFL will find out this season. But I appreciate all of you. I hope you're having yourselves a great weekend. Man, Jock Talk, my man Twisted coming in at the end here. And look, I just said I was rolling out here. Beat as hell. It's been a long week. But got some plans for tomorrow. We're going to break down this roster, get a little recap, talk about some of these battles. And then I'm going to hit you up with some stuff. It'll probably be on, I don't know, man, because Sunday I've got like a whole day planned. I'm traveling for hours, and then so I don't know, man. I'm not going to probably be able to do anything Sunday. Monday, get some plans. So I'll try to do something Monday to get you ready for Tuesday. OTAs beginning, and I know it's nothing crazy. It's just OTAs. But look, I love that stuff. And if you're a sicko like me, well, you're in the right place. And I'll keep you up to date with all that stuff throughout next week. But before that happens, tomorrow I'll give you a recap of the roster, what we're looking forward to in this camp, and all that great stuff. But, man, I appreciate that. And as I always tell you guys, if you're watching those, not only does it help me, but don't be shy, man. You want to talk some birds, comment on these videos. I am always down to talk some Eagles football with you, man. It's my passion. So let me know how you're feeling about this video, all the things we talked about this week. If you watch any of those videos, feel free to comment on those. There's trade videos. There's everything your heart could desire out there on that YouTube channel. But yes, a thank you to all of the veterans out there indeed. And look, I hope you're all going to stay safe out there. Reach out if you guys need me. But trade deadline will be the middle of the season. So we've got a long haul to go there. But I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in tonight. If you have any further questions, feel free to comment on this bad boy. If you got anything from this, do me a favor. Hit that like button. You can always subscribe. Join us live while we're talking some birds. And tomorrow we're going to be doing just that. So until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. Hope you all stay safe out there. Have yourselves a great Friday night, a great weekend, a happy Memorial Day. If I don't see you, another big thank you to all the veterans out there. But that's all I've got for you tonight. So have a great night. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!